Hi guys, welcome back. So this is a new format for me. This is me streaming, and it's going to be a long stream, and you'll be able to see me build. This is the code that I've got for Photon Designer and the feature. So if we pull up Photon Designer, this is what the local version of it, and the feature that I want to add. So currently, we'll just give you a run through of it actually. So we're generating UI, and with the ability to add Django templates very nicely and fill them up, and then set your color scheme and so on. So we'll generate, and this is the very start because this is just a very young product, but yeah, starting to get people using it, which is fantastic. So to give you an example, generate an email inbox, let's say. Generating, and we should see the code start to come. There you go, writing Tailwind, and there's some stuff there. I'm not sure what that's relating. Anyway, let's focus on this. And you can see we're starting to create the email inbox. And give it a few seconds. And there we are. There's a start. Oh, cool. It's using material icons quite well. Good. I added that recently. Yeah, and then you can just copy the code. So hide the code there. It should be responsive. Copy the code here. So what I want to do is, so this is the product, and what I want to do, and what I will be doing now is swap. We're currently using Gemini, and I want to swap that out and use Claude. I've been testing. I originally used GPT, then got better results using Gemini, which is here, Gemini Pro, which is here, Gemini Pro. And yeah, this is Gemini Pro. But now I've done some tests, and Claude gives Opus gives Claude, and the Claude 3 gives significantly better results from Anthropic. So we're going to be using that, and this is me showing you swapping it out. And so in terms of this is Photon Designer code base, you can see I should be showing you everything. What I use, it's Vue. In retrospect, I probably would have built it completely with Django on the front end, but I have Vue front end because I was building loads of other stuff for Photon Designer in the past, and yeah, it's the loads and loads of different components here that I have spent many months building, and I realized this was all too big, and then have to simplify it. So the code here I built very quickly. It's a bit rough, but does the job. And I'll be refining it and then swapping all this stuff here, which is Google, the Gemini 1.5 Pro, with Claude. So yeah, let's get into it. This might be a very long stream, and let me know if you have any questions as I go, and I will answer. I suppose, yeah, my first ever stream. So the prospect of not having any ability to edit and not being able to is yeah, I'm aware of that. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so, and there's bouncing around. Okay, let's go. So yeah, I need to strip out all of Google stuff first. And let's make me a little bit smaller, so a little less distracting there. Actually, maybe just to make a difference. Yeah, okay. Let's just go smaller. Okay, and fine for the moment. I'll move my stuff around. Okay, so I want to strip out Google, which I've already done essentially. That's gone. Stream AI is our function that streams. So the way it works is, so we've got Vue here, which if we go to generate, generates and then starts streaming here, and so calls our backend in Django, and then gets the streaming response, and the streaming response is stream AI. That's it. And so you see that's calling that function here, that asynchronous function, which is here in our UI generator file, and gets template and gets previous completions to add history, as you would imagine, and then also sets color scheme and so on. Yeah, okay, so what I want to do is cut this out and get Claude in. Okay, so let's just get rid of this. So anth is what we want. That's a new file I created. I've just copied in the data from the Anthropic API, and these we need to create our message history here. And yes, let's actually, but firstly I'll just get it in and then get some output, so that's fine. Elegant, let's say create an element HTML dashboard. Stream AI. Yep, okay, so let's get there. And so just imported that. Now we want to, I will need to figure out how Anthropic streams for stream in text. Okay, the stream is going to be, I wonder if I want to do that in, I'm wondering if I want to do, well, I'll remove all this Google stuff. Google also failed frequently. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this try. Actually, I'll leave that in. No, I'll delete it. And I'm just wondering whether to do more of the processing to make it neater, to do more of the processing in this function here or as before. Let's just do the fast option. And don't know why this is here. That should not be there. I think actually, oh, I see what I was doing here. No, that's fine. Messages are there. Okay. And this is a streaming with async tutorial I saw, which seemed useful. Less useful than I was expecting. Have I just copied that incorrectly? Yes. I think there should be an app on the end. Nope. Okay, let's just see if I can find that again. Getting started streaming with Claude and the Claude 3 app, because there was one thing that I read in this that seemed very good. And data camp, getting started with Claude. Okay, what was the thing that I read? Something about, yeah, there was a segment here which I thought that would be very useful. And where is it? Not this. It was the async API. I was wondering about adding that in. Yes, but I will do that later. That's an optimization point, and whenever I feel myself doing optimization, it's normally way too early. Okay, let's make a note of that. Streaming with async, optimization for later. Let's move myself out of the way. Okay, and let's go. So yeah, this is really tangled. I don't like this, how this is written, but I'm going to refactor that later. Let's just get it working first. And yeah, let's just comment this out. My aim is always, when I get going, is to just get something, get it working first, and then we can use Gen AI client. That's going to go. And then we can fill in all the details, but just get the smallest thing working. Okay, client here. Yeah, shall I just duplicate the... It's tempting just to duplicate it when it's not very neat. I don't really care about making this very modular. Yeah, okay, let's just copy it over. Again, refactor later. Okay, so client, go in here, client, and then we're just gonna have this as a stream. I think I can probably go like this, stream, stream. That's old Google API, gone, messages here, create message history. Wait, oh, that's the, okay. And create message history, might as well put it there. And so, yeah, the way it works, you need to create a message history. We will populate that with our previous, this is for our previous completions. Completion is the word I'm using in the database for a generation. And so messages there. Yeah, and we're using Claude 3 Sonnet to start. System, let's say, I'll add my specific system font first, but generate only HTML and CSS. Only style, only complete HTML, that's fine. Stream content. So this building up a string and yeah, not very. It's okay. It's workable. Okay, so in stream text stream. I wonder also that there are probably lots of better ways to do this. It's very clunky, but don't care. Just get it working first. Text. Sorry, won't need. I know. Yes, and I know that. Anthropic sends some nice events at the start. It will say, okay, this is the start and this is the end to the stream. Again, let's not worry about that. So up here, to stop users, I'm doing some substitutions, to swapping out src to use a placeholder and adding some pause so you can read the code, and then saving the completion every so often. So if the user abandons the completion because they switch pages, we'll still get save something so that they can see it. But I will change this to a background worker in the future. Well, that is the intention, because we could just better, because you also will get, I'm counting every 10 chunks, not very nice, and I'd much rather get actually, if the users have a flag which goes, okay, this is not completed, and then redo the completion just if the user hasn't completed it. For text, so to chunk count, fine. I will scrap this, and if that's an issue, I'll add that in again. So we're calling it content. I suppose I can just rename this to content. I prefer you to use text. Text replace. So we strip that out. I wonder, that might not be necessary. Let's check. Just write a note. Good. Regex will be necessary. Text. Get this. Chunk counter. Horrid. But fine for the moment. Okay, well, let's run that. Let's see what the errors are. Almost certainly will be errors. Move my head. Let's go back to here. A dashboard. Oh, I've got some errors already here. Failed to fetch. Wonder why. Oh, maybe that was because it was restarting. No, interesting. Why is that? There's obviously something wrong here. Great, there we go. Iterator. From typing import iterator. Actually, is this? Oh, point, I'm not even using this anymore. Anyway, let's strip this out. Is that going to refresh? Nope. Okay, cool. And now a dashboard. Generate. What is the error? It has no attribute text stream. Oh, is this because of the way that this may be due to how... I think I'm just doing something wrong, incorrect here. Let's get this back to see. This should work. And I have actually run this. So as stream. Stream 2020 ads. What, I don't actually know what the ads stream. Oh, I see. Okay, it's like a context manager. Let's just see what this return. Let's see what this returns. This is stream manager. Okay, need to read a little bit more about this, how their API works. Okay, so well, internet's slow. Okay, so this is what I've copied. And I should stream manager. Is that stream to true? No, how do I? That's what I'm on. Oh, that was odd. Okay, we're back. Okay. Yeah, so... Okay, well, I can just go... yeah, I can just completely copy this. Not entirely sure what the issue is here, but I don't think it matters. Let's just copy this syntax and see. Unstream, and then indent that. Text in stream, text stream. Why is this? Yeah, context manager. Okay, let's try this out again. Iterator again. Pesky iterator. Okay, let's just get rid of that type int for the moment. Okay, refresh in Django. Refresh in Django. Cool. Let's run it again. Off the screen. Okay, again, dashboard. Another error. Internet disconnected. What the hell is going on now? Okay, there we go. Dashboard. Good, previous completions. That might... Okay, cool. Yeah, we're getting a completion. I saw something from Claude, which has now been stripped, but that is very good. Let's just try again. Make a dashboard. I'm Claude. Great. I don't have the capabilities. Okay, cool. So I think that is streaming. I don't know if actually it's... Yeah, so that's a good start. Let's now... update this. So produce a button. So I always like to bookmark it with a commit. So produce a landing page. No, produce a button for my web page. Produce an innovative button. Innovation is critical. Innovative button for my web page. Okay, well, it's streaming, which is great. That was very easy to replace. Okay, cool. That is not so now we just need to get into the format. Yeah, it looks really good. It's streaming very nicely as well, and it seems faster than Gemini. Well, yeah, it should be. Okay, has it finished streaming? I can't tell because of the position of because of the position of where my camera is on the screen. It's still streaming. Okay, we're almost done. I'll let it finish. Okay, it's quite... right, it's generating multiple for us. Okay, I maybe should have a stop button here. Oh, nice. Okay, great. And then that cleaning has happened at the end. It stripped out all the, I have some post-processing steps. It stripped out all the styling, but that is, yeah, that's good actually to know because I have had issues with that. Let's just add one, imagined, animated button, and border 1 pixel solid red. Great. Cool. Okay, so it's working, but now we need to just make that was much easier than expected. Now we just need to make it return what we want. And so we need to connect the message history using previous completions. Let's do that last. First we want to, now that can go, first we want to that's the cleaning step we want to. But first we want to add in our system prompt here, which I will keep somewhat private because a lot of work has gone into that. And what is that in there? CSS framework, what could that be? Okay, CSS framework. Tailwind. And let's try again. And also let's this is our current message history. Let's not, let's just not send any message history for the moment. Run again. Fetch. Okay, make another button. Where's that generate button? Can't see it. Okay, there it is, due to the dimensions of the screen. How's it going here? An error. Messages, at least one message is required. Very interesting. Okay, strange how that is. Why is one message required? Oh, because if you're going to send the keyword argument, then you need to have at least one message. Okay, well, I will give it a message. Okay, a dashboard, refresh. Again. looks good. We're getting some no code yet. Feels like a JavaScript error. It is not. Not sure what's happening. Let's just try refreshing a button. This is a major drawback of having a front end and a back end, one of a good number, because inevitably things are not on at the same time, and there's far more surface area for things to fail. Much more, the more infrastructure you add, the more fragile things may become, and the more effort to keep them not fragile. So what's going on here? Now we're getting no output. Let's just print something here. I wonder how many times I'll type a button in here. Button. So is finished. It's exiting very quickly, too quickly. Do I get any text here? No. Unsure what is happening. Let's take this out. System. Which is, yeah. Yeah, it's just like Django backend's not ready, and now just a very slow, oddly slow. Okay, now again. Okay, no clues, it's just not working here. Let's retrace our steps. I don't know what I have done here to break it. Checking the network requests, everything seems okay there. Very unsure. A button. So I'm watching the requests and they look good. There's no errors from the console. What am I doing wrong here? Unsure. I'm just going to let's try once more, otherwise we'll rewind to previous. and then be a bit more incremental. Is it here? The fact that I'm... Yeah, I'm not sure. It feels like something very simple that I've missed off. Okay, let's revert. To here. Fine, I'll commit these. Let's revert to here. Let's check out the commit. Yeah, so it's streaming there. It's streaming correctly. And then it's stripped there at the end, which is fine. Due to the post-processing, which we'll need to update. So what am I... I understand I did very little there. Okay, well, let's take off the post-processing thing for a start there. Button. Just from the letter P. Okay, so that's, yeah, so it's good. Where is letter P? Where's letter P coming? Was that what I sent it? No, I sent it button. And letter P is, there. Okay. Is the error because I didn't actually pass it any? Yes, I think the error, well, I now see what the error was, because I wasn't passing it, it was right. My simple error radar was correctly ticking because I was passing it no user prompt. Okay, so we create message. So let's actually create a user prompt. And so how do I want to do this? I can put it into here, or yep, I'll do that. I wonder if that actually, yeah. So the way it works, you need to create your messages. You can see here from the previous. So add all the history together, and then add your current user prompt. So this is what I will do. Do I want to put it in? Yeah, I'll put it in. So I'll put it in here, history, and then user prompt in here. And so leave that for the moment, it's fine. And then history, and so it's be history.append role is user, and the what do I need to do? Okay, and then content. I think that was auto completing it for me. Thank you very much. That's good. And then return the history. We will populate this with things from our database here in a moment. Okay, but that will do it. Such a simple mistake. Okay, now there will be many of those. That is the case for, I think, almost any programmer. And then experience allows you to, what is the, yeah, here's another one. What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, fine, I'll do that. No, because that's not going to work in a second. We can replace it now, but when I actually iterate through message history, that won't work. Okay, let's get that working. And okay, yeah, well, on top. It's fine. That's fine. I'll just stash them. So it's just save them to kind of temporary storage, and then move back to the top of, and then pop them off onto. Okay, fine, and some. Oh, I need to. Just do that manually. This looks okay. Yeah. This will all need to be tidied up. Okay, now let's run it again. Move this here so I can check out any errors here. So that is one major benefit of having multiple screens, because you just can have the errors up. I've got my error on another little screen down here. And so yeah, create a button. An error, async generator object is not iterable. Okay, am I doing that? Of course. And also I'm not actually adding the user prompt. Let's just refresh that. I'd really like this to just always stay down rather than stopping. Actually, is there a setting to do that? No. This continual process of me clicking scroll to end. No. Okay, cool. We're working. We're in business. It's not appearing because this isn't valid HTML, because it's been stripped off. So much work. Yeah, that's all the work with the prompting does. But it is streaming, which is perfect. There we go. And now if we were to actually kind of correct it here, and the button here, yeah, and then add this as style. Don't have them here. There you go. Oh, cool. Yeah, quality is much better than Gemini. I'm excited to put this into production. Surprised that works, actually, even though very surprised. I don't need to wrap this in a style. Really? I don't need to wrap this in a closing style tag. What? Maybe I've got something going on underneath that does this. Well, there we are. Okay, let's continue. Oh, bouncing is not good, but I will leave that. I hope it's not too off-putting. Maybe I'll make myself a bit smaller to avoid bouncing, or to minimize the effect of bouncing. No, actually, we'll just, how bad is it? It's okay, I think. No, it's quite distracting. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's good. That's working. Now we want to add in the system prompt, which I have here. And then we activate the, let's actually just run that and see how well that operates. Conflict between front end and back end. Much nicer just to have one, but not worth it now for me. Are we streaming? Yeah, good. And the system prompt looks like it's working very well, although we're not displaying the code immediately. So it's streaming, but we're not. That looks cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, the output's going to be really good. Really excited to get people to give this to the current users and let them try it out. Okay, good. So, and why is it still saying it's generating? Ah, there's an error here. Clean content is not defined. Cleaned content, that is the reason. I'll add that clean up back in, although it's a bit, I need to do a bit of work on that later. Button. More errors due to JavaScript. Okay, why is that turning to fetch? Because the Django is not ready. Okay. Great. Yeah, I wonder whether to actually just because the reason why this is not showing is because the HTML is not valid. You get chunks back, and that means, and so I've in the past been doing some fancy stuff to render valid HTML before, yeah. So what I'm wondering was whether what was I wondering? I'm wondering whether to show the code so that on launch, so that people know that things are happening. Minor point, let's leave it for now. Okay, let's focus on getting this hooked up. Cool, so we've got, and now, but if we were to, now let's move on to trying to add. So obviously if we say now, make the text bold, this will not address our button here, push the generate button, because it doesn't have the, because it doesn't have any of the previous history. So, because it's just got this. So now I want to add that previous history. And if I go to that, so we want to add previous completions here. Is that how I did it before? Yeah. Am I surprised that I'm actually passing? Okay, fine. Tidy it up a bit, and completion is the name of my, and now previous of my model, previous completions there, and then we're going to go for just a simple for loop to get all the data out, and that is going to be just remembering the, okay, I remember it now. So it's going to be history, and then we'll just do a loop comprehension. So it's going to be fine. Let's not even make it. Let's just make it super simple to start. I can for completion history append that. Is that correct? No, that's not the one we want first. We'll want to append the user and their prompt, user and their prompt, which is completion.userPrompt, I believe. Yes, actually it should be plus template prompt, because that is these are Django templates. And a little tidier, fractionally tidier. And so that's good. Don't want to append. And then we append the assistance, that this is the reply. And I have that as completions data, that's correct. And then finally, so we do that for all of our previous completions, and then finally we add our current one. Pretty simple. And get rid of this. Okay, yep. That looks fine. Don't like slightly too long on there. I'll leave it. Maybe black will auto format it. It will. Okay, and now let's run it. And let's do that. We'll just run 2 again. So make a green button. And we'll need to refresh again because the JavaScript still isn't ready. Optional is not defined, that's why. Typing's always really good to use. Yeah, I've never done it, but it would be good to have them enforced. Besides, actually, yeah, the MyPy. I know you can use MyPy to do that. It would be ideal to have them enforced when they are present, but not enforced when they are not present. Yeah, I seem to remember TypeScript doing something like that. Okay, Django is running again. Move my head out of the way. Models are not defined. From models. Okay. That's good. Make a green button. Use a prompt. Okay. It's because it's actually passing. This is yeah. That's funny that I mentioned that because this is actually not a model. It's a query dict. So it's actually and should be optional actually. Okay, it says it should, but it's a dict. So yeah, my typing is wrong there, and as a result, I put in I tried calling it here when it actually needs to be called as a like this, as a not an attribute, as a property. I believe is the difference. So here, and I wonder if this is defined. No. Will be. Okay, now let's go again. The model always has these, otherwise I'd use get. Make a green button. And that, yeah, because what we're working towards now is getting this history. Template prompt doesn't exist. What have I done here? Right. Because it's user, I believe it's user template prompt. Yeah, it's actually user template prompt. That's actually correct. Why is it? Yeah, I've just changed that. Okay. Try again. Is there a way just to always have scroll to the end on my charm? Another error here. Text content blocks must not be non-empty. That's strange. I don't have a. Okay, because I have no previous completions here for this. So therefore it's filling these with nothing. So I'll just add a check here. Yeah, let me print previous history as well. So slow to reload. I wonder if that's because of the load of doing all this at the same time. My computer should be able to handle it. PyCharm is very hungry. Let's run again. Generate. No, okay, let's look here and see what the error was. Okay, that's just data here. That's the issue. So, and why is that actually, okay, there's an error here because this is, okay, well, let's fix this first error. The completion data. So if completion data that remove this, try again. The programmer's way is continual trialing. It's probably because of me refreshing the page. Okay, let's just do a new one. Generate. It's just muscled, but found. Okay, right. There is some error whereby we're picking up the first completion, and so that means that I will not need this line because I'm already creating a completion when I first generate it. Okay. Again, let's just get it working, and then we can, I'll take a little check mark here, and then we can actually make it neat. So long to load, probably due to large RAM usage. Okay, and cool. Ah, great. That streamed nicely. Okay, good. And now we want to test the history. So we're going to do something like make the text bold. So there's a little test. If it doesn't keep the greenness and doesn't keep then it won't know the history. But there it is, worked. And let's test it out. Change the font to Comic Sans, see how that works. I know there's been some issues with changing fonts, which might not, so this is pushing it. It worked, great. Okay, we've hooked it up. I like that, it's much faster than Google, it's better. Make it even better and more innovative. Is it streaming still? Yeah. Okay, good. Interesting, it's using inline. No, yeah, because Tailwind doesn't, smart, because Tailwind doesn't work very well. And will it strip this style? Because that is something that I've noticed that I may need to adjust. It won't, good. Look at that. What is going on there? That is fun. Oh, great. I'm really looking forward to deploying this to the users. Okay, great. Well, what more do we need to do? So let's just check if we refresh the page as it's saving them. So we can reload them. Yep, good. Pretty much there. I mean, this is not nice code, but I'm tempted just to leave this as another. Yeah, because I'm going to need to refactor this when I add in a background worker to do this in a much neater way at some point. This can now go. Yeah, let's add the color scheme in. Okay. Color scheme equals color scheme. So this is a feature so that you can define, obviously I've said it's green, but you can define the colors at the start. So let's test that out now. And let's go primary color, red, secondary. It'd be nice to have, yeah, something I can enhance this. This is not very good colors. Let's kind of go for pastels. Okay, that's not a nice mix. Let's go a lighter green. Okay, that'll do. Create a landing page. So we should see it follow those colors. Yeah, great. Oh, it's following the colors. Lots of flashing. This is, yeah, because of how I'm rendering things. But I will remove this in the future. How's the code going? I'm not seeing these things yet. I'm not seeing home. That is because, why is that? Maybe it's flashing too fast. Well, at least the user knows that something is happening. I would like to show them the code. Cool. Oh, that looks good. Oh yeah, that is usable. The color scheme that is not good. But let's make the text contrast much greater. It's hard to read, but a suitable design. Okay, it's taken quite a different approach. I suppose it's maybe going to try keeping with that white color scheme, and then yeah, but no, as in the white text scheme. Okay, yeah, the flashing is quite annoying. I know how to adjust that, and I will do so, but not now, in a different ticket. You can see it being created there. And then once the flashing is over, it will just be a smoothly updating. Because the reason it's flashing, I can say, is because essentially it's a function that's being called every time. And whereas that's not what you want, you just want to have HTML and then just be adding. Cool. And great. Oh, it's so much better than the output is so much better than the Google. Great. And there's my auto images adding elements as well. Yeah, great. Okay, we're coming to the end of the stream, I think. There's some tidying up to do here, and optimization. Yeah, do this as it's needed. Cool. So that's it. That was my first ever stream. I hope, or like semi-stream, me recording it live, and I will do no editing. I hope it was interesting in part. Maybe what should I do? I should make some. Yeah, I'll make little chapters so that you can skip forward. Besides that, check out Photon Designer to see the new changes, which will be in production today. I will just push them up here. So app.photondesigner.com. This is the production version. And that's it. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching. Very open to any comments or questions, given that this was my first one. Thanks.